Hello fellow travelers. Today we're going to be sealing the roof of our 27-foot Forest River travel trailer. I'm going to show you the materials that we're going to use, and at the end of the video down in the comments I'll post what our total cost was for the job and the total time that it took me to do it. So with the materials that we're going to use, the first thing we have here is denatured alcohol. We're going to use that to clean off the roof, the top of the roof, before we get to our final paint. We're using a Dicor lap sealant, and that's going to go around all of the the shower, the vents and things on the roof to make sure all of that's nice and fresh. We're using a Lanco Ultra Siliconizer. This has silicone in it, so it's going to fill any gaps and make sure that there's no potential leaks would get filled in. And of course we've got our handy dandy special $10 to $12 Home Depot paint kit. Going to need a caulk gun and of course a ladder to get on top of your roof if you don't have one that's already built into your RV. The first thing that we're going to want to do is either sweep or blow off the roof before we start cleaning with the denatured alcohol. That's what we're going to do first. Alright, so we're up on the roof, and as you can see it needs to be cleaned off. We've got debris from the trees up here. Just to give you a little quick what we'll be doing. The lap sealant, that's this stuff right here. That's what kind of keeps any leaks from getting in there. So we're going to freshen that up after we clean this off with the denatured alcohol. Alright, so now we're getting ready for step two. We're going to clean the roof off with the denatured alcohol. One important thing to note, if you want to make sure you turn your AC unit off for this entire process. I actually just turned it off after I swept it, but I'm going to dry all of the condensation and I'm going to leave it off until the project's complete and I know that the paint itself, the siliconizer, has had an ample time to dry. Otherwise I'm just going to have a nasty mess. But we're going to get right to the denatured alcohol. So all told, that took me probably, 15-20 minutes to wipe down the entire surface with the denatured alcohol. And what that does is it pulls out a lot of the dirt and the grit that gets, because it's not a completely smooth surface. There is a little bit of porosity to that, so it's very important that you do that. I'm going to blow this off again first, and then we'll get to the lap sealant. All right, so our third step now is going to be to put on the lap sealant. Now this product is from Dicor. It's self-leveling. This is one of the better products on the market for RVs. It's made specifically for RVs. And what we're now going to do is we're going to put this around anywhere where there's currently lap sealant. That's right here. You're going to see it here around this vent pipe, around the skylight here. You'll notice that's a little bit cleaner because I had replaced that whole thing not too long ago. We have it along the back side, and then just anywhere that we see it, we're just going to go ahead and put it on there. And all right, so it took me about 30 minutes to put the lap sealant up there. I just covered up everywhere where there was lap sealant. Of course, while I was cleaning, I did a roof inspection. Saw a couple little tears on one side. Made sure I kind of covered that with the lap sealant. We're gonna let that sit up there and self-level and dry a little bit for probably about an hour. All told, so far, with what we've done as far as sweeping the roof off, cleaning it off, doing the lap sealant, including setup about 2 hours so far. So now we're just going to kind of hold off for about an hour, and then we're going to get there and do the paint. And now it is time to paint. First thing I'm going to do is I've got a can open, take a paintbrush, and I am basically just going to paint along these edges so that when I go to roll, it's not dripping down. And then I'll touch around any place where it's going to be harder to get the roller into. So that's what we're doing now. This stuff is pretty thick, so. All right, so I just finished the painting around the trim of everything, or as our professional friends in the painting industry like to call it, cutting in. And this is kind of what everything looks like. So we did it around the edges, all around the edges, around all of the AC, all of the vents, along the back. Kind of went back. This was the most tedious part of the job. Probably took me, 45 minutes to do that. And I went back and hit some of the spots to get it on a little extra thick. But now we're gonna go ahead and just roll it, and we'll be done. All right, so it is 4:50 p.m. on the nose, 5 o'clock for those of you who like to round up. I started this project at 11 o'clock in the morning. I wanted to start at a specific time, so I'd know exactly how long this took for this video. So we're looking at what, 6 hours? That includes setup and cleanup, and all the cleanup, with the exception of the ladder. And I just have that there so I can show you the finished product. Let's go check it out. Went on nice and thick. Just shy of 6 hours to fully reseal the roof of my 27-foot travel trailer. An hour and a half of that was downtime, letting the lap sealant self-level and harden up a little bit. So really 4.5 hours of total work. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video and found this informative and helpful. I will post some Amazon affiliate links below with some of the products that we used. And for now, it's off to the next project. So until next time, we'll be seeing you on the road. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share.